And not only this, but like you're in this society that basically hates you. Like they hate you, bro. They hate you for saying like, especially if you say anything that's wrong with, you know, what women are doing, and that women aren't attractive to us anymore because they're all like men. And then they say, well, you're just insecure. It's like, no, like you're just not attractive. Oh, well, you're just insecure. No, you're not attractive. Oh, are you sure you're just not insecure? No, you're unattractive to me. You're unattractive. I don't, like, what do you want? What do you want? We no longer have control over anything, you know? There's no, they made women into men. And it's like, and you guys wonder why we're no longer, you guys don't even need us anymore. Which is the crazy thing. Like, they used to need us for money, and that used to be like a form of power, right? We can actually wield a great amount of power over women with money, you know, like basically financial captivity or financial abuse or whatever. You'd actually exert a good amount of influence over women with money. They didn't have rights, right? They couldn't vote. The only reason that they were submissive is because they didn't have any other choice. That's the only reason that women were ever submissive, is because they didn't have any other choice. Is because we didn't give them a choice. You know what I mean? We didn't give them a choice. We said, no, you can't vote, you know? No, you can't get educated. No, if you want to work, it's only these specific jobs. No, you can't get promoted in this. No, you can't do that. No, you can't have abortions. You can't just cancel kids, right? No, you can't have birth control, because there are consequences. There are natural consequences that nature implemented for a reason. Nature is smart. Nature is intelligent, right? If you have sex with a ton of men, you need to bear the brunt, the consequences of that. Everybody needs to know that you're a hoe. Everybody needs to know that you have multiple children from multiple men. Everybody, you need to be raising three different kids from three different men, and everybody needs to castigate you for that. You know, they need to tell you that that's terrible, that's awful, right? You need to deal with the consequences of that. But now that's not even a thing anymore. Women can have sex with all sorts of men, get pregnant by all of them, and then just cancel the pregnancy, just cancel the kid. Abortion. You know what I mean? And then just pop some birth control. Birth control shuts down their hormones. They just get masculine as shit. Just masculine as shit. Not feminine anymore. They're zonked in the eyes, bro. They're zonked in the eyes. They're just like on 1,000, bro. Like, you know, and the way that they talk, there's so much privilege. There's so much privilege in their voices, bro. There's so much privilege, independence, power in their voices, because all of it was given to them. All of it was given to them. You know what I mean? Because we thought it would be a good idea. Because we thought equality was a good idea. Sexual freedom is a good idea. Okay, I get it. I get that they all sound good. I think all those things sound great. Now that we're seeing the effects. But what do we think? What do we think? Oh yeah, it sounds great. Okay, now look at the effects. You know, women can have abortions. Even if they have a kid, they can just get a nanny, because now they make six figures a year, right? Most of them make six figures a year, or they can if they just boot up an OnlyFans and just spread their butthole online every day. You know what I mean? They can have a kid. They can have a nanny. They can hire a nanny to just raise it. They don't even need a man. They can get with a man, pretend like they have one personality for a year, just fake their personality for a year, have a kid with him, and then just take half of his stuff and take that kid and make sure that he never sees his kid ever again, and then start an OnlyFans and then spread her butthole, and, you know, go to her HR job where she makes six figures a year, and pop her lithium, pop her Lexapro, pop her Zoloft, you know, and down her bottle of wine every night, and be absolutely zonked, zero in off of fucking, what do you call them? Birth control pills. They're literally like testosterone pills, bro. They're steroids for women. Just make some men. And then they're going to conquer the world, you know what I mean? And then they're just going to get on Twitter and they're going to get on TikTok and complain about how they can't get men, and like they're a perfect 10 because, you know, they got a fat ass, and they make their own money, and they drive a Beamer, and they went to college, they got their 4-year degree and their master's degree, and they're an HR manager, and they have all this, they get their nails done, and they look done up in their video, and they're drinking their Starbucks, and I'm a perfect 10. It's like, but you're not, because like you have a body count of like 80, and you're feminist, you're radicalized, you're pumped full of steroid hormones that are shutting down your estrogen, and so you don't even think like a woman anymore.